Let me take you to Mpumalanga, actually, where the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Velenkosini Hlabisa, is expected to visit flood-ravaged areas in that province today. He will be joined by the Mpumalanga Premier, Mandla Ndlovu, and the head of the National Disaster Management Center, Dr. Elias Sithole. The delegation will assess damage and engage affected communities in Mbombela and Bushbuckridge municipality. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo is at the Msholozi township near White River and joins us live now for an update. And good afternoon to you, Tumelo. And part of the difficulty that we have witnessed in the last few days in that area in particular has been just the difficulty of getting around, people moving from one part of the area to another. What's the situation on the ground as we prepare for this visit by the minister as well as other officials?
Well, indeed, Tulas, because, there's been a number of bridges here in Msholozi. I think about 5 bridges that cut off communities because they cannot cross into those bridges because of the high water levels that have been happening here. The bridge behind me is where actually 2 people were swept away on Tuesday and also on Wednesday. Remember that on Tuesday, a 2-year-old child was actually swept away by the flood waters here and subsequently found. And then on Wednesday night, actually, that's when a 45-year-old woman was also trying to cross this bridge, coming back from work, and then she was swept away. She was found the next day about 5 kilometers away from this area. So the minister and also the premier, they're expected to arrive. We understand they have arrived in this area. They will be making their way very shortly to this area to come and start making their assessment of this bridge, because they are going to be making a lot of assessments across the province and across communities here in Mpumalanga. They will be visiting this bridge, but they're also going to Kanyamazane, also Carino. We understand they're also going to be going to Bushbuckridge. Bushbuckridge is also one of those municipalities that have been badly affected by these rains. Yesterday, we were in Nkomazi, where also the situation there is dire, and the devastation of the impact of these rains is very, very dire. And communities there, they are living in waterlogged in houses where their houses have water everywhere, and also people talking about relief coming, not coming as fast as possible for them, especially with communities where they've also been cut off completely. We know that 4 water pumps in Nkomazi alone are not working because of being submerged in water, so meaning communities and villages don't have water and don't have electricity, and some of these communities are actually cut off completely, so they cannot be even to access roads, to access communities, and also to actually go out and get food. And people were talking about the fact that they don't have electricity, the woods are also wet, they can't make food, and also they can't get food. So this has been the situation that we've been seeing here. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see the delegation that is going to start coming down, because I can see they have arrived here. Those are the delegation that have arrived here. This there with the premier, and we understand that the minister also has arrived and has also landed here in Mpumalanga. So they are briefing there with the MEC. We understand the MEC of CoGTA Mashilo will be speaking to them shortly. There they are meeting, and also the MEC of Roads and Transport in the province, Tulasizwe Tomo, is also meeting the premier, the Mandla Ndlovu, and the minister there, and then they will be coming down to come and assess this bridge that has been also been repaired by a contractor here to actually ensure that people can actually continue crossing into the other side of Msholozi because of this the flood waters that have actually damaged roads here. Above on that road is actually a road that was a pavement road that was built. Also, that pavement road Tulas is also damaged already because of these flood waters that actually have been ongoing here. So you can imagine the situation here is not only with this bridge that has also cut off people, but also people that are traveling here with their own vehicles, also worried about their vehicles and to actually pass in these roads because they are quite impassable roads. But this is not the only area that actually is actually having these kind of problems.
Yeah.
A number of areas in Mpumalanga, they are like this. We understand also in Bushbuckridge, where in Wales village, in Sithole village, people there, they also complain that, they've been hit hard by these rains, and also communities have been cut off completely because of these rains, because the roads are impassable and people cannot get access. Transport cannot go into this community. You can imagine people cannot be able to go to clinics, people are not being able to work. So that is impacting a lot. Schools already were closed last week due to these rains, and also it's expected that these schools will continue to be closed next week, but that message we'll get from the Department of Education maybe this weekend also, because a number of municipalities, they already called in to say that the schools be closed in these areas because of the flood waters.
Yeah.
There is the minister is accompanied by the MECs. You can see them, they're coming down. They'll be likely going down to go bridge to us to actually go and assess the bridge that we are seeing here. We understand they will be giving us an interview. We don't know if they will give us an interview. Good morning. They will be giving us interview after this visit, or they will give us an interview at another area, because they will be visiting a number of areas to actually come in and assess this the situation here in Msholozi. This is not the only area, Msholozi, of where it started raining now, and this rain has been ongoing throughout this area. We're gonna have like disturbance on your visuals
that's all
there,
good. Tumelo,
because
that's
my
fine.
colleague Azwe is trying to get off.
Yes.
That's get the camera off the tripod, but
Yeah.
we'll try and get closer to the situation to show you the impact of this road, and also the disaster that it actually caused here with this bridge now sweeping away 2 people and going into and those 2 people drowned. The situation that we are seeing. This is the one of the machineries that was trying to build a bridge, because the waters also, there's still waters that are still passing by. The water were so high that wall of the house was even in water just behind me. We apologize for those visuals, but we're trying so hard to actually just give you the situation that is ongoing here. We'll try and get closer to that we can actually hear what they are telling the minister and also telling the MECs. So they are also joined by Mbombela municipality mayor, also here joining them here to actually get assessment of this bridge, because the waters were so high on that day when the woman was swept away by the strong flood waters that actually passed here. Just be careful. Just be careful. And to us, they are now briefing the minister about what's going to be happening now, and then when will this bridge be open. Communities here have been complaining, saying that they've been asking government to build them bridges, because the bridges are the bridges are actually quite bad, and also the situation has been also quite bad, because there are 5 bridges in this area alone that are actually need to be fixed, and saying that they've been asking government to build them these bridges, and then they're saying that now that 2 people have already died, now government is coming in to assist, but this should have been done long time ago. Apparently a contractor was hired and was supposed to be done with this bridge in February last year, but so far that bridge, but it has still not been done. To us, these waters here, they're quite strong, and then when this woman was also passing here, people thought she could pass, because in the morning she did pass while the water was still at an ankle point, but then when she came back in the evening around about 8 o'clock, that's when now the incident happened, and it's been the issue Actually, with that little boy also, the mother thought that the child was still with her, but
Right.
the woman,
Tumelo, yeah.
the child was right behind. But let's now go in quickly, and then we're gonna try and get like a quick minister.
In the past, we used to receive heavenly waters, which were pouring just to bless our people, but it's no longer a blessing. Now is disaster. Our rivers used to flow. Nowadays, our rivers are no longer flowing. They're just running very fast. We want to request our people not to tempt our Almighty by crossing these rivers. This is a request that we want to make to the people of Mpumalanga, but already we have some fatalities in the province, close to 20 fatalities. I don't want to have one more. I have counted, it's enough. 20 is enough. I don't want to have one extra fatality in the province, but I want to thank our MECs that have been hard at work. I know that sometimes when you see the MECs, you think that the Premier is not there, the Premier is loafing. I have been interacting with our MECs for the past 4-5 days where we're planning, and I'm happy that there is already an intervention here, temporary and permanently. So we're going to erect a temporary structure so that our people will be able to utilize this road, while the department will be coming with a permanent solution. We have got a contractor that has been already appointed, is on site. The designs have been completed. So we are going to build this house. We are also donating a house to the affected family. Good Samaritan is going to build a house for that family, and the commitment that the contractor has made is that we must give him just only 2 months. He's going to complete that house. There is also another Good Samaritan that is donating a house to us, to one family that is also affected by disaster in Bushbuckridge. But I want to thank our business people in the province, the Gift for the Givers Foundation, and all these other foundations that they have come to the province and assist us. They had our call when we request them to come and assist us. So it means that those that are making business with us, they don't want only us to build their riches. When we are in pain, they are in pain with us. We want to thank their contribution, Minister. We also want to thank you that you are here today in the province. We saw the President in Limpopo. So we want to thank the support that we are getting from national. By the way, the people don't differentiate that we have got local, provincial, and national government. They see government as one, and we are working as a team. Thank you, Minister, for paying us a visit. We hope that we'll enjoy your visit here in the province. Thanks.